How much inventory you should order or how many units you should order on your first initial order as a private label seller is a question that I get super often, and honestly there's many different approaches to go about this. So in this video I want to cover what options there are and what options I personally recommend on your first order. Let's go. So if you've taken an Amazon FBA course before, a lot of people will teach you to, order 100 to 500 units or 200 units to 1,000 units or 2,000 units. There's so many different ways to go about this, and hopefully in this video I will cover why I personally recommend what I personally recommend and what are the options or what are the benefits to the other options. But if you guys are new to this channel, welcome. Who am I? My name is Andy. I've been selling on the Amazon platform for a few years now as a private label seller. I'm currently a 7-figure seller and I release videos twice a week for the Prestige fam. So if you're watching this video now, you're a part of the Prestige fam. So definitely consider subscribing if you're interested in anything Amazon FBA private label related. I do also have a Facebook group. It's the Prestige Amazon FBA Mastermind on Facebook. That's super interactive and we're almost at 1,000 members, so hopefully you can be the 1,000th member, so be sure to go check that out. I also have a Facebook group, Instagram page where I release daily content on Amazon FBA specific topics as well. Both of those have direct links down below for your convenience, and down below you'll also find the 2020 Prestige Amazon FBA cheat sheet that you guys are welcome to grab. Hopefully it'll help you guys out as well. But for every single video, I do give a free coaching call, free 30-minute coaching call. So you guys can chat with me, ask me questions. So stay till the end of the video and I'll let you know how you'll be entered into winning that. So I think the best way to kind of address this issue and address this question is to kind of split it up into two options. The first option is the seemingly lower risk option. And now I say it's a lower risk because there's a smaller initial investment. So I would consider the low risk option, ordering between 100 to 500 units of the initial product that you do and you want to launch. Now, because you're ordering usually a tenth or a half of what I personally would say, or what I would personally recommend, it isn't a smaller initial investment. So there's less risk involved, but there are some downfalls to doing this. So before I get into why I personally don't recommend ordering a lower quantity, I do want to go over some of the benefits of ordering a lower quantity. So the first is you're actually able to test multiple products. So if you choose to invest your lower amounts in multiple products, you can kind of throw that onto Amazon and test to see if there are any successes or attractions that you can gain from these multiple products, and then kind of scale from there. I kind of like to think of this as somewhat of a drop shipping method, but you're actually ordering inventory. But a lot of drop shippers do this too, to kind of just test different products to see what they can scale from. So that's one of the benefits of doing that. You will have evidence of any successful products that you do launch, so you don't have that big initial inventory investment. So why I personally don't recommend this is that I like to do a lot of the research up front. So if you're going to invest in a product, you should have a lot of confidence in the product that you're going to launch. So if you do have an initial inventory order and you kind of send that into Amazon and it does take off, chances are you're going to be sold out for a month to 2 months, because you're going to be waiting for the full production, and then you're going to be waiting for the shipment to arrive through sea shipping, I'm assuming. So you're going to be sold out for a very long time, and I personally hate selling out, which is what leads me to the second option, which is just ordering more inventory. So usually my preferred amount of initial order inventory or inventory orders are between 1,000 to 3,000 units when I'm just first starting out. Now I know you guys may be thinking, well, I don't have enough money for 1,000 to 3,000 units, or I don't want to take that risk for 1,000 to 3,000 units. Now this could definitely go both ways, but this is just my personal recommendation. Of course, the initial investment is much larger than if you were to order 1 to 500 units. If you're ordering 1 to 3,000 units, you can imagine how much more expensive it would be if you're sourcing a $5 product. This is just my method, and again, I like to do a lot of the research up front so that I have as much confidence as possible for me to invest in a product that I think and hope will succeed as best as, as the numbers tell me. So a lot of decisions that I make are very data driven, and I'll tell you that in my series of That Product Makes How Much videos, but I use very data-driven decisions to decide whether or not I'll get into a product. So that's why I spend the time to do that initial research before I actually invest in a product. And again, I do this because I hate selling out. If you're spending the time to launch the product and you get your product to where it wants to be or where it should be to make the most optimal sales, you don't want to drop off and have to re-rent. That's one of the things that I personally hate the most. So that's why I have enough inventory for me to get the initial information that I need to let me know if the product's going to be successful, and then order more inventory. So I have enough inventory from the initial order to last me to the second order so I don't sell out, and that has been quite successful for me. I think that money, that best inventory amount order is between 2,000 to 3,000, depending on the sales volume. Of course, if you're doing like 500 units a month, maybe 1,000 to 2,000 will be good enough and sufficient. So again, sometimes selling out is inevitable, and even at orders of 2,000 to 3,000, I have sold out, and sometimes it's just impossible to avoid, but at least you'll be able to have enough inventory to last you as much as possible or as long as possible. That's my personal take on it. If you're getting into the Amazon FBA business model, you should be doing all the research up front and the hard work up front too, so that you do have confidence, but you'll get better at this as time goes on. So hopefully this video helps you guys out. It is super important that you do all the research up front, but if you want to have a lower risk, or if you have a lower risk tolerance, ordering lower inventory and just testing to see if the product will do well is a good start. I personally teach my students to kind of use the data to make their decisions before they actually put the investment in. So that's where the kind of 1,000 to 3,000 order inventory kind of comes into play. But again, hopefully this video helps you guys out, and if it did, be sure to drop a like. If you guys are interested in more content like this, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, because I love seeing you guys subscribe to the Prestige family. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them down below, because I love answering questions that you guys may have, or enter into the Prestige Amazon FBA Mastermind group on Facebook to ask your questions there. I'm also pretty active there as well. I do want to give a quick shout out to Eric Davidson for winning the last video's coaching call, so definitely feel free to DM me in the Prestige Amazon FBA Mastermind group to set that up. If you guys are interested in a free coaching call, definitely like this video, subscribe to the channel, and comment down below Prestige, #Prestige Amazon FBA, and you may be selected to be a winner for the next video. Again, direct links down below to the Facebook group, Instagram, and a cheat sheet. But until next time, I'll catch you guys at the next video. Peace.